Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Window Shopping. I'm your host, Stephen Meade with Domicile real estate for people who love houses. Hopefully, that's you. As always, if you are looking to buy or sell architectural property in Southern California, namely Los Angeles or Orange counties, definitely reach out to us if you would like to use our expertise to help you do that. This week, we're featuring a home that is priced under $1 million. I know some of you have messaged me privately that you want to see more houses that are under $1 million. There aren't a huge number of these houses, but they do exist. And I think you have to kind of open your mind a little bit and be willing to maybe look in areas and look at types of properties that you wouldn't look at before. But this week, I'm super happy because we have a house that I think is pretty special and pretty spectacular. And it's at a very, very reasonable price point. If you're willing to make just a couple of compromises to do it. So let's go ahead. Let's jump right into it because this is a cool house. Welcome to 501 East Walnut Street in Santa Ana, California. This is actually located really within kind of, I'd say, walking and biking distance of downtown Santa Ana. So if you haven't been to downtown Santa Ana, there are a lot of cool restaurants and things to do. There's a food hall. There's really a lot going on in this area, and I think a lot of people really miss out on it. This is, of course, a historic home. It was built in 1912. This one is not our listing. It is listed by Devon Sutton of Vista Sotheby'S International Realty, but if you would like to see it and have us represent you as a buyer, we would love to represent your interest. And really, if you're a buyer, you do want someone representing your own interest, a person who is looking out just for you and not out for the seller too. So this home is kind of unique for a couple reasons. It's got 2 full baths. In 1912, that really wasn't very common. So I think they've actually added the second bathroom on this house. It's also almost 2,000 square feet. And you have to understand, in 1912, the average size of a home was probably right about 1,000 square feet. So, this is really a significant sized home. There's a lot of exterior detailing on this house. It's got a big front porch. There's really a lot of cool things that I like about it. And this home is priced under $860,000. That is not cheap by any means, but this home also is on the historic registry already. And that means it has really a streamlined path to something called a Mills Act application. And if you get Mills Act status on your property in Orange County, it means that the property taxes are significantly reduced in exchange for you maintaining the historical character of the property. So it means in reality that a home like this might actually incur a lower monthly payment than other $860,000 homes. So if you're a value shopper, you need a decent amount of space. I mean, really, this is a great option. And if this home were located in Old Town Orange, which is literally only a few miles away from this property, this were in Old Town Orange, it would probably be close to twice the price. This would easily be into the millions of dollars, probably towards the mid ones. So you definitely save a bit with the Santa Ana address. You've got solar panels there on the roof. You've got a lovely front porch with fans here, kind of a very classic front porch to these style homes that were built kind of, usually in the teens like this. Original, you'll see there's original windows. And then this is the interior you walk in, built-in bench, lovely wainscoting. You've got this music parlor with a piano in it. This home might seem to have a lot of spaces that almost seem extraneous. And you have to remember again at the time that, nearly 2,000 square feet was a huge house. This was considered more house than anybody really would need during that time period. We've got beautiful wood floors throughout in this house. You see this beautiful little column detailing. I'm not sure if these are actually original with this dental molding, but I really like how this looks. I think the ledge itself was original. You've got a parlor room in there, right where you walk in. They've got it set up with a rather large TV, so this will function as a modern space. This kind of arrangement with the staircase right off to the side like this was very common for this time period. Let's move on to, this is that parlor space, which Probably could also be used as a dining room, though I think this home might actually have a formal dining room. One little detail that you can't see in this photo very well is you've actually got sliders in this door opening here to the room next to it. So, on this house, they actually wanted to create this as a separate space when it was built. It was designed to be a space that could be closed off. And you see they have this area over here set up as kind of this formal dining room. And, if these are still in place, these pocket doors are actually usually quite beautiful. Nice music room. And we've got this dining room space here that's got really kind of some cool items in here too. You've got a built-in at the end there. It's not a huge dining space, but I think you could actually use a larger table if you turned it the other way in this home, or you did a large round table. So it definitely could hold more, but there's a lot of space for serving, in this house. And you've got a secondary built-in over here, which they've decorated. And then they've added this chest here, which I don't believe is built in, but you've got that built in, and then you've got the buffet area, and then they have another piece of furniture. I think if you pared down the furniture in this room, you could go with a much larger table. This is a great kitchen remodel for a house like this that I think balances the idea of having a real functional kitchen in a 1912 house. Obviously, appliances and cooking were very different in 1912 than they are today. And I think that's always a struggle on these houses, is how do you balance, creating a kitchen that looks like it should be there, but isn't a replica of 1912 life, right? I don't think that would be a very practical kitchen for people actually living in this home. I think they've done a nice job balancing that. They've thrown in these beautiful light fixtures. We've got kind of, shaker style cabinets, which are simple and I think work in the space. I might have gone a little bit more classic on the backsplash tile, something just a hint, that looks a little older, and a little bit more vintage. But I like what they've done. I think, these are things that are pretty easy to change out, and you have modern appliances, a dishwasher, these things that I think people come to expect in a modern kitchen. This home has 3 bedrooms too, which is also a plus. Many of these older historic homes were built as 2-1s. That's really the most common configuration. This one actually has a full, and I mean, these are good sized bedrooms, by the way. You've got a bathroom up here that's a pretty good size. This stairwell, again, is kind of a unique treat in these homes to see these older stairwells like this. But, really, this is a great house that offers you a lot for your money. And I think that's really what's missing in a lot of the homes that we see coming up today. That's really what people want, is they want to feel like if they're going to spend what is for, a lot of people, a lot of money, $860,000, they want to actually see and feel like they're getting something that they're excited about. And I think that's always really what, we've been about as a real estate firm is, you should love where you live. There should be something about it that makes you excited to buy a house. It shouldn't just be sort of the necessity of shelter. And, we really try to look for ways to provide that to people at all price points, right? Whether your budget is a 1-bedroom condo, by the way, there are some really cool ones in Laguna Hills that have a loft and like a tall fireplace. So, no matter what sort of your price point and your entry level is, there are ways to find unique properties. This one's a great example, offering a beautiful historic home, at a price that I think is accessible to a lot of people. So if you're interested in this house, or you're interested in any other architectural or unique properties, we absolutely would love to help you with that. Definitely reach out to us. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and smash the subscribe button. As always, questions and comments, we love them. And we will see you again real soon.